Welcome to the Man United Update, your daily hub for everything Liverpool FC. Whether it's breaking news, matchday coverage, transfer rumors, or exclusive behind-the-scenes insights, we've got every angle of the Reds covered. If you live and breathe Liverpool, this is the place for you. Hit subscribe, join the movement, and become part of the Liverpool family, because you'll never walk alone. Now, let's dive into today's top stories. Casemiro's future takes an unexpected turn. Casemiro's Manchester United career might not be over just yet. In a surprise development, the Brazilian midfielder has earned a recall to his national team from new coach Carlo Ancelotti, and that could reshape his short-term future. The 32-year-old, who earns a hefty £350,000 a week at United, is now setting his sights on the 2026 World Cup. Staying in the Premier League, he believes, could be crucial to keeping his spot in Brazil's plans. Despite persistent interest from Saudi Arabian clubs, Casemiro sees Old Trafford as the best platform to stay competitive at the highest level. Ancelotti, who coached Casemiro at Real Madrid, selected him for Brazil's World Cup qualifiers against Ecuador and Paraguay, ending a 2-year international exile. The veteran midfielder played the full 90 minutes in both games and helped Brazil collect 4 points, lifting them to third place in the South American standings. Ancelotti, who was reportedly unhappy when Madrid sold Casemiro to United for $70 million 3 years ago, still sees the Champions League winning midfielder as a vital influence, both on the pitch and in the dressing room. With only 1 year left on his United contract, plus an optional 12-month extension, Casemiro's future remains flexible. Though United had previously considered offloading him to reduce their wage bill, his strong attitude and late-season performances under new manager Ruben Amorim have restored confidence in his value. If a lucrative Saudi offer arrives, United won't block a move. But for now, Casemiro looks likely to remain in Manchester. Meanwhile, Casemiro appears content. Despite links to Al Nassr, the Saudi side that handed Cristiano Ronaldo a staggering 2-year deal worth nearly £500 million, he's publicly expressed his happiness at United. He even recently posted an Instagram photo wearing a pair of £7,000 LED recovery boots produced by a company partly owned by Ronaldo, highlighting their ongoing friendship. United's squad shakeup continues. As Amorim gears up for a major squad rebuild, several players are now on the market. United are open to offers for Marcus Rashford, Jadon Sancho, and Antony, 3 underperforming wingers whose futures now hang in the balance. One player drawing interest, but not necessarily bids, is Rasmus Højlund. Inter Milan had been expected to make a move for the $72 million striker after finishing second in Serie A and suffering a heavy Champions League final loss to PSG. However, Inter have since spent $20 million on Palmeiras star Anjoni Bonini and plan to give teenage sensation Francesco Pio Esposito more opportunities. Esposito impressed against River Plate in the Club World Cup and scored his first senior goal, suggesting that Inter may close the door on a permanent move for Højlund. Still, a 1-year loan deal with an obligation to buy hasn't been ruled out. United pushing hard for Bryan Mbeumo. Manchester United are not giving up in their pursuit of Brentford winger Bryan Mbeumo. After having 2 bids turned down, the most recent totaling around $62.5 million, United are preparing another offer. The Red Devils were willing to pay $55 million up front with an additional $7.5 million in performance-related bonuses. Earlier this month, their opening bid of $45 million plus $10 million in add-ons was also rejected. Reports suggest Brentford are holding out for the full $62.5 million up front, the same figure United recently paid for Matheus Cunha from Wolves. Despite the financial hurdle, Mbeumo has made it clear he wants to move to Old Trafford. His desire to join United has been backed by his potential future teammates. Matheus Cunha and Joshua Zirkzee both gave their public stamp of approval on Instagram, showing support for the winger's potential arrival. With the preseason tour to the United States just around the corner, the pressure is now on United to get the deal done in time. Mbeumo, who scored 20 Premier League goals last season, would bring pace, creativity, and end product to a forward line that lacked cutting edge during large parts of last season. Final thoughts. Casemiro's determination to earn a third World Cup appearance has given Manchester United a reason to keep him around, even as they continue their rebuild. With United reshaping under Amorim, expect more transfer twists in the coming weeks, including the ongoing chase for Mbeumo and decisions on several high-profile players. Stay tuned. Bryan Mbeumo's $62.5 million release clause has made headlines, and while Tottenham have shown interest in the Brentford forward, the 25-year-old only has eyes for Manchester United. The Red Devils are optimistic that a deal can be struck soon, allowing the Cameroon international to link up with Ruben Amorim's squad in time for the start of preseason. United's upcoming tour of the United States is seen as the perfect opportunity for Mbeumo to settle in and build chemistry with his new teammates. Inside the dressing room, the move already seems to have the support of two of United's recent additions. Matthias Cunha and Joshua Zirkzee both liked a post from journalist Fabrizio Romano on Instagram, which reported that talks between United and Brentford over Mbeumo were still ongoing. If the deal goes through, Cunha and Zirkzee are expected to be part of the front three with Mbeumo next season. That said, Mbeumo remains a Brentford player, at least for now. He's due back for preseason training with the Bees, and while he has only 12 months remaining on his contract, the club holds an option to extend it by another year. Despite interest from Arsenal, Newcastle, and Tottenham, Mbeumo has made it clear that he wants a move to Old Trafford. Ironically, Tottenham's appointment of Thomas Frank, the man who managed Mbeumo at Brentford, was seen as a potential advantage in their pursuit of the winger. Some hoped that Frank's influence would help convince the player to reject United's advances. But so far, Mbeumo's heart remains set on joining Amorim's project at Manchester United. Before leaving Brentford, Frank even addressed Mbeumo's valuation publicly. Speaking to Tipsbladet, he stated, "If he is to be sold, it must be for a very nice amount. A lot. Mucho. Really a lot. It's impossible to replace him one for one. There's a reason he costs that many £1,000,000, and we don't have that same amount to spend on a replacement. I'd be surprised if big clubs aren't lining up for him. How many wingers score 20 goals and register 7 assists for a mid-table club? Add his work ethic and character, and you have a very complete player." United's transfer activity heating up. Manchester United's transfer window is gathering pace. The club is now closing in on a deal for Porto goalkeeper Diogo Costa, with reports from Portugal suggesting developments are tilting in United's favor. Meanwhile, Antony's future could lie away from Old Trafford for good. Real Betis are reportedly preparing for a financial boost that may allow them to turn the Brazilian's loan into a permanent transfer. And in Spain, Marcus Rashford's dream move to Barcelona could be reignited following a surprise squad reshuffle at Camp Nou. Let's unpack all the latest moves. Diogo Costa nears Old Trafford switch. United are pushing to replace Andre Onana as the club's #1 following another season of inconsistent performances. Their top target is 25-year-old Diogo Costa, Portugal's national goalkeeper and Porto's current starter. Recent developments in Portugal suggest that Porto are actively searching for Costa's replacement, indicating a transfer could be close. Reports claim the club is lining up Cruzeiro's Colombian goalkeeper Kevin Mir as a potential successor, with club president André Villas-Boas prioritizing the signing. Manager Martin Anselmi is also believed to have given his recommendation. Porto will likely face competition from Galatasaray for Mir's signature, but if the deal goes through, Costa's exit could be imminent. The Manchester Evening News suggests United are now in a strong position to secure Costa, who has a $64 million release clause in his contract. The goalkeeper reportedly dreams of playing in the Premier League, and both Manchester United and City are monitoring his situation closely. Antony's revival could lead to permanent exit. Back in Manchester, Antony's time at the club may be nearing its end. The Brazilian winger joined for a staggering $86 million under Erik ten Hag in 2022, but has failed to meet expectations. He was loaned to Real Betis in January, where he rediscovered his form, scoring 9 goals and adding 5 assists while helping the team reach the UEFA Europa Conference League final, where they lost to Chelsea. Now, with Betis reportedly set to receive a $26 million windfall from Atletico Madrid for the transfer of midfielder Johnny Cardoso, funds may be available to make Antony's deal permanent.